Every state in India has its own unique cuisine. Traveling from one state to another can feel like stepping into a completely different culinary world. You see, I grew up in Maharashtra, a state known for its distinct flavors and cooking techniques. What's surprising though is how underrepresented Maharashtrian cuisine is outside of India, despite its richness and variety. Now, through this channel, I am going to share some fascinating recipes, traditional techniques, and even some hidden gems from old cookbooks. Today, we'll be making Pithla. Now, this dish has deep roots in Maharashtra and is considered a staple, especially in the rural areas. Now, nowadays, you can even find it at street food stalls where it's cherished for its simplicity and comfort. Now, the key ingredient in pitla is this chickpea flour. It has a soft yellow color and you can easily find it at any Indian grocery store. Just make sure to get the super fine flour because coarse flour will not work for this recipe. Now, we'll be making pitla in a kadhai. For those of you who don't know what a kadhai is, it looks very similar to a wok. Firstly, you'll notice that it has a round bottom, just like a wok. But the key difference is that the kadhai has a thicker bottom than a wok. So it heats up slowly and retains the heat really well, which is what is needed most of the times when you're cooking Indian food. Now, the round shape of the kadhai also helps in reducing the amount of oil you use to cook as compared to, let's say, a Dutch oven, which has a flat bottom. Now, red onions are the best to use in Indian cuisine in general, but shallots are even better. They are more tender and less harsh than the red onions. They lend a sweet flavor without the bitterness that sometimes red onions can give. Moving on, these are Indian green chilies that you'll find in any Indian grocery store. I highly recommend using these chilies if you can get hold of them. Why? Because their skins are thinner as compared to, let's say, a jalapeno. Thick skins can introduce bitterness to a dish. In addition to that, they're also very spicy. Make sure to use chilies that have a tighter skin like this rather than something that looks like this. The tighter the skin, the fresher the green chilies are. Now, crush some garlic and chilies in a mortar and pestle. Keep aside. So, to get started, heat your kadhai, add oil. Once the oil is hot, add your mustard seeds. Now, keep in mind the oil should be hot enough that mustard seeds start to make popping sound once you add them in. If they don't make any sound, that means the oil is not hot enough and you need to wait longer to let the oil come to the right temperature. Once your mustard seeds start to splutter like this, add the green chili and garlic paste. Fry for about a minute and then add in your diced onions. Lower the flame to medium high and fry for about 5 minutes. Now, we don't want any color on the onions, so we'll cook them until they become soft and translucent. While the onions are cooking, prepare a slurry with chickpea flour by adding little water at a time and whisking it until there are no lumps. Once you don't see any lumps, add the remaining water and keep aside. Once the onions are cooked, reduce the flame to low and add your turmeric powder. Fry for 30 seconds. Add the chickpea slurry. Add salt. Cover and simmer this on a low heat for 15 to 20 minutes. Stir every 5 minutes to avoid it from burning at the bottom. Taste the curry after 15 minutes. The raw taste of the chickpea flour should be gone by now. If it's not, cook on low heat at 5-minute intervals. Once the pitla is ready, switch off the flame and add chopped coriander leaves. Now, this curry is meant to be served immediately. It thickens as it cools down. Enjoy with a roti, rice, or my favorite is this bhakri that is made with rice flour.